Hello, welcome to this video. So today I'm here with another letter for nurses and it's a referral letter. So and in exam you have only 5 minutes reading time and you need to use them very wisely. So before you start reading the notes, make sure you fully understand the task and be very clear who you are writing to and why means what do you want them to. So keep these two things clear in your mind as you read the notes. So therefore, when you read, you can filter the notes in your head as to which information is most relevant. Like you may have a task of writing to a gastroenterologist, that is who, for a definitive diagnosis, which is why. So in this case, complaints regarding other body systems, for example, respiratory, are less relevant. So any provisional diagnosis mentioned in the case notes will be very relevant. However, if you're referring for urgent management, other information might be more relevant. That is like, for example, current vital signs and many more. So in this way, before your writing time has even begun, you have some idea about the structure and content of your letter. So if I talk about the structure, there are many examples online as to how to structure the patient details, address. So I won't discuss that thing. If I talk about the structure, there are many examples which I have already discussed in my previous videos and like how to structure the patient details, address, and these things. So I won't go into that. So I would focus on how to structure the letter after Dr. ABC. So, OET examiners, they specifically do not want you to follow a strict template or structure. Therefore, it is very important that you can adapt your structure to suit your specific case notes. So you may feel free to use your professional judgment based on your medical experience. However, according to me, you can follow a 4-letter structure, that is STBR. S stands for situation, T stands for timeline of events, B stands for background, and R stands for recommendations. So if you follow this thing, this is, you can just see a format or you can say template, it will be very helpful for you. So if I talk about the first thing, situation. So this is your opening paragraph. You should make the purpose of your letter. So be specific as to who your patient is and the purpose of your referral and the urgency. For example, I'm writing to urgently refer this 55-year-old female who has presented multiple times over the past month with worsening symptoms of angina. Please arrange appropriate investigations and manage accordingly. So the above case notes gives the reader an idea of the patient. It expresses urgency and clearly explains what you as the referrer wants the reader to do with the referral. So this type of approach can definitely help you to score points for purpose and clarity. Next is the timeline. So this is a part where you put all the information about what has happened so far with the patient that is immediately relevant for this referral. This is likely to represent the main body of your letter in at least 2 paragraphs. You may include about patient symptoms, you can talk about examination findings and investigation results you have. So these should be presented in a way to clearly describe the patient's story and how it was evolved. So remember to only include relevant information to the reader here. Only things that are directly related to the referral should be mentioned. Moving further is the background. So here I would put any information which has some relevancy but is not key information to the referral. For example, other past medical history, drug history and family history and social history. So some things in these above categories may be very relevant to the reader. For example, in angina, the patient is a heavy smoker. So in this case, I would mention these things in either the situation or the timeline sections. For example, Mr. X is generally fit and well with no significant post-medical or relevant family history. So she takes no prescribed medication, she is a non-smoker and works with an consultant. Then comes recommendations. So this is the concluding paragraph for your referral. In this, you can say what you would like the reader to do. This may involve some repetition also from the situation. I would aim to change your wording and possibly be more specific. So the case notes have mentioned provisional diagnosis. Then if you have not put it in the timeline section, I would put it here. It is very important for the exam that you do not try and diagnose the patient if it is not mentioned in the case notes. And you can use like short phrases like please review the further assessment and management. So last is a checking stage in which you need to check whether the letter written by you is correct or not, like read it from perspective of the reader. And then you should try and put yourself in the role of a person reading the referral. It's clear what is being asked to you, completely irrelevant information, or have you been told everything you need. This can help you to make some changes to help improve your letter. So stay tuned, and you can call on the given number, contact us, and join for your IELTS preparation course. Thank you.